Hi there, it's Jonny K with Rock 96.7, and with me on the lines right now, a very special guest. He's the owner of the World Championship Ice Racing Series. He's Ken the Stuntman Remer. Ken, what's going on?
Oh, just getting fired up, ready to come back to Bloomington as always.
And we're excited for the event. It's the 10th event going on at the Coliseum, World Championship Ice Racing. Catch it this Saturday, the 21st. And Ken, can you tell me a little bit about what's going to make it even bigger and better this year?
Oh, all kinds of things. You know, number one, we're really fired up to be here 10 years in a row. For a race to follow like that is pretty rare these days. We're going to have bigger and better, more fire. We're going to basically send myself through the ring of fire again with a little more fire, a little more explosion, and may even see me start on fire. We also are going to have Ryan S. From Wisconsin doing stunts on his stunt bike, Guinness Book World Record holder. And I don't want to give it all away from there, but he is a phenomenal stunt rider, and he's going to be doing some special effects for us this year.
And you're kind of a pyrotechnics expert yourself, so you're going to be lit on fire. We got a Guinness World Record holder there. Those are just couple of the sideshow or the in-between race action that you'll see. Is that all you want to tease right now, or do you have any? Or you don't? I don't want you to give away all your secrets, but
as far as the riders go, we got the biggest riders in indoor ice racing. We got a couple riders that have qualified for the X Games as far as flat track goes. Now that X Games has been accepted flat track in for the last 2 years, and like this last weekend was our first race out in Pennsylvania, and they diced it up. It was some of the best bike racing I've ever seen. Same as in the quads. We had the best of the best battling it out, and they battled it out. They swapped it up. As soon as you thought someone was going to win that race in 6 laps, someone else got pushed out and came ahead. So it was exciting.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about the format of the racing. First of all, is it just just motorcycles on the ice, or are there other vehicles featured during the races?
So what it features is the motorcycle, the manufacturer's cut bikes, and then also the quads, the four-wheelers.
Okay.
The outlaw quads, which are basically 450s or anything they decide to put in a 450 chassis and go out. Those are the two pro categories that we tour with and focus with. But we're also going to have, we need the up-and-coming kids to be interested. We're going to have a kid class, a pit bike class, and an amateur quad class also.
I was just saying, how can kids get entered into races like this?
You can go to our website, icespeedway.com, and the lists are starting to fill up as far as bringing the amateurs in. But if they go on our website and get our number, just give us a call, and we'll get you signed up.
Right, and for the basic viewer, and that kind of includes me too, this will be my first World Championship race that I've attended. Talk a little bit about, the idea of just racing on ice. What goes through getting traction on the vehicles, and how does it all work?
Oh, it's huge. We've had a lot of riders that ride the outdoor ice, outdoor dirt, and they come into the indoor ice, and basically we got a special indoor stud we use, but it's a whole different deal. It's different tires, different patterns. If your screws aren't right, the razor sharp studs. Mm-hmm. And if they're not in right or a particular way, you're not going to get the traction you need. Indoor ice is a whole particular another race as far as traction goes and the speed. The track is only 200 feet long, and it's unbelievable. In that 200 feet, from corner to corner, guys will reach up to 60 miles an hour.
Oh. Well, so a lot of short amount of time, a lot of speed going up. I'm sure guys are taking very big risks as far as kind of making advances and passing people. Talk a little bit about kind of the jockeying and kind of the decisions you got to make in such a quick amount of time when you're ice racing.
It does. Like this last weekend, we had one particular racer come into the corner a little bit too fast and caught the guy in front of him and wiped them both out because he thought he was going to make it through the corner. But on the ice, you're getting a lot of traction with those razor sharp studs, but your stopping ability is not there. And he T-boned them, and unfortunately the one racer ended up breaking some ribs, and they got into the wall.
Ooh.
And another one, he came around the corner on his quad and ended up basically totaling his quad because he lost control around the corner, tagged somebody, ended up sideways into the boards, and totaled the quad. So they were dicing it up. You know, it's with those razor-shaped studs, you can get a lot of traction, but stopping ability isn't there.
So yeah, so don't be fooled by the kind of the smaller racetrack that people are used to racing. I mean, high speeds, a lot of action going on. And talk a little bit about, is it like a tournament style? How many riders are going to be there? And is there kind of like a playoff thing where you got to advance onto the next round? Or how many races can we expect to see?
Well, what it is like many of our other race series. It's points. It's for points, and then for the end of the year, you get your championship. So this year, we got 9 rounds of racing, all the way from what are we starting at? Out in Iowa, all the way to the East Coast. Mm-hmm. We're traveling most of the country in these 9 rounds. Whoever at the end of those 9 rounds has accumulated the most points becomes a champion in the Manufacturers Cup bikes and the Outlaw quads.
So does each racer, do they get one race here in Bloomington, or will they get kind of a couple series of races, or how does that work as far as like accumulating points?
So here in Bloomington it'll be one round. You get so basically Saturday night they'll get 2 heats and then a final. They get points for their heat wins or whatever they get in their heats, and then a total amount accumulated for the whole night. And then we go on to the next round.
Sounds good. Ken, do you have any other wrapping thoughts for anybody who hasn't been to ice racing before? What would you tell them to get them out here?
A lot of people just think it may be another ice race, but I guarantee you come and see this. You've never seen anything like it.
It's going to have explosions. It's going to have guys on fire. It's going to have world record holders there and guys who are from representing. I mean, they go on to the X Games. They are the world's best racers. You can catch them all at the Coliseum this Saturday. That's the 21st. And Ken, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Any final thoughts?
No, thank you, Jonny K. We started out with an extremely exciting round out in Pennsylvania, and looking forward to getting the best of the best together again for our 10th year in a row in Bloomington. So it's a special event for us to get together in Bloomington since we've been there for so long, and everybody's fired up to go.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, we'll definitely see you Saturday then. Hopefully we can rally a bunch of people in Bloomington Normal to come to the Coliseum, and hopefully we'll have a good night.
Absolutely. I don't think there's anywhere else you can go to a race and see world record holders, X Game qualifiers, people, and explosions in one night.
Exactly. I mean, it's got it all. So, all right, Ken, we look forward to seeing you Saturday.
Thank you, sir.